The shadow knows.
Greenbelt Arts Center presents radio's strangest adventurer, the Shadow, mystery man who strikes terror into the very hearts of shysters, lawbreakers, and criminals. The Shadow's exciting adventure begins in just a moment, but first, I'd like to remind you homeowners that right now, since winter is changing into spring and things are starting to bloom and days are getting longer, remember to take time for yourself and stop and smell the roses from time to time. Now, on to our story of the Silent Avenger.
Order! Order in the court.
Joseph Brecker, you have been duly tried by a jury and found guilty of murder in the first degree. You now appear in this court that sentence may be passed upon you, but before I announce the sentence, have you anything to say?
Yeah, I have. Before you pass sentence on me, I'm gonna pass sentence on you. You, Judge Wilson, and Sloan, the prosecuting attorney, and those 12 good and true saps on the jury.
Hey. Oh my goodness. Order in the court.
And one more, maybe. The guy who really trapped me in the first place. The only guy smart enough to get me. The Shadow.
Oh, yeah, the Shadow. Order! Order in the court.
That will do, Joseph Brecker. You have nothing to say in your own behalf?
This is in my own behalf, and you better listen, all of you. I know I'm on my way to the death house, the chair, but I'm warning you, for every day I sit in the death house, one of you will be killed, starting with the foreman of the jury. He'll die the day I burn.
Order! Order in the court.
Joseph Brecker, by the power vested in me by the people of this state, I hereby order you to be taken to the state penitentiary, there to be delivered over to the warden, by whom on a certain day determined by this court, he shall in a manner prescribed by law put you to death. And may God have mercy on your soul.
Court is adjourned. All rights, come on. Clear the court outside. Move it along. Move it along.
We're going, okay. Yeah.
Well, it's a sheer bluff, I tell ya. How can Brecker kill a whole jury, the DA, Judge Wilson, and the governor? I tell ya, he's crazy.
Still, I'm glad I wasn't on that jury.
You bet.
All his gang were wiped out.
Brecker's gang are all dead or in jail.
I know, but you can't.
Yeah, I know, but nobody's ever seen the Shadow. He could appear right in this courtroom and not be seen. I'd hate to have anyone like that.
There, Margo, let's get out of here.
It must be very flattering to inspire such awe and fear, Lamont.
It has its disadvantage, Margo. Unfortunately, the mystery surrounding the Shadow inspires fear and terror in the innocent as well as the guilty. The unknown is so often associated with evil. There's no help for it. The Shadow must remain a shadow.
Lamont, what do you think of Brecker's threat? Do you think it's just bluff?
I wish I did, Margo.
Meaning,
Lamont Cranston is going to don the Shadow's cloak and call on Joe Brecker in prison.
Your brother's here to see you, Brecker.
Okay. Hello, Danny.
Hello, Joe.
You got 5 minutes. Better make the most of it. Deputies are here from the state pen to take you bye-bye to the big house. I'll be back.
All right. Come on in, Danny. Sit on the bunk. I want to talk to you, and there ain't much time.
Hey, it's like a cage where they keep animals, huh, Joe?
Lay off that, Danny.
Okay, I don't get sore.
Sit down here and listen to what I gotta say.
Are they gonna kill you, Joe?
Yeah, but they're gonna pay for it, every last one of them. You know who they are, don't you? I told you over and over again.
Yeah, Joe, you told me.
And you know what you're to do. You remember everything I told you, don't you, Danny?
Yeah, Joe, I remember. I won't forget. When the newspapers say they put you in the death house, I kill one of them.
That's right, Danny. And don't forget, these people I told you about, the judge, the jury, that prosecuting attorney are the same ones who drafted you into the army, sent you over to France, let you get shell-shocked, so it's hard for you to remember things.
Sure, I won't forget. Hey, will it hurt much when they kill you, Joe?
Stop that, will you?
Okay, I just want to know.
You just keep your mind on the jury and Judge Wilson. Maybe even the governor. You get them all, eh, Danny?
Oh, yeah, Joe. They won't know what hit them.
That's the stuff, Danny. Now, just one more thing. There's a guy that may get after you. He's smarter than the cops. He's the one who really got me. You got to keep away from him. Don't give him a chance to find you.
How can I do that?
You got to keep away from home. Don't go near the flat or the old lady.
But Mom will worry if I don't come home.
No, she won't, Danny. She'll know you got things to do.
All right, Joe. What about the fella I can't see? Is he dead? Like all my buddies in the war? The ones that talk to me in the dark?
No, Danny, this guy's different. He ain't dead. He's alive. You can hear his voice, only you can't see him. But if you ever hear his voice, you know he's near you, somewhere in the shadows.
Oh, yeah. If he talks to me, I'll fix him, Joe.
Sure, but not the way you'll get the others, Danny, because you can't see him, see? Now, look, you know those old hand grenades you have at home?
Yeah?
Well, I want you to carry a couple with you. If this guy ever finds you, if he tries to stop you paying him off for killing me, you just pull a pin off the hand grenade and throw it where you think his voice is coming from. That'll get him.
All right, Joe. But how will I know when it's him?
You'll know all right, Danny. He has a queer kind of laugh, and he calls himself the Shadow.
All right, time's up. Come on.
Okay. So long, Danny. Now, don't you forget anything.
Oh, well, so long, Joe. I won't forget. I won't forget nothing you told me.
Come on, you're out this way. Shake it up.
Poor dope. He'll do it all right. He'll fix them. Every last one of them if I burn. Who's that? I heard somebody, but there ain't nobody there. Hey, guard!
Are you surprised to find me here, Joe Bricker?
Shadow.
So, you weren't expecting me. And yet prisons are filled with shadows. Shadows in the minds of men walking in the shadow of death.
What do you want? You put me here, sent me to the chair. Why can't you leave me alone?
Because your career of murder is not over. Because I know you mean to carry out the threat you made in court.
Yeah, and you can't stop me, Shadow.
I can. And I will. Because you are going to tell me how the jury, the prosecuting attorney, and Judge Wilson are going to be killed.
You're crazy. I'm not telling you anything, Shadow. I'm not afraid of you anymore. I got nothing to lose.
You are telling me, Joe Bricker.
Oh, yeah?
You see, I can read your mind. One thought is racing through your mind now. It's mirrored in your eyes, etched on your brain.
You're lying. Trying to trick me into telling you.
All right, I'll tell you what you're thinking about. You're thinking of a man. He acts strangely. He's shell-shocked.
No.
Am I right?
No, stop it.
This man is very close to you. I've got it. He's your brother. His name is, let's see, Danny. Danny, isn't it?
No, go away. Leave me alone.
I see that even now your brother Danny is hurrying home to get a high-powered rifle out of the trunk.
Not true.
A rifle equipped with telescopic sights.
No.
And a silencer. You're thinking of Danny's medals for marksmanship, his decorations for valor. A sniper! A sniper so cunning he could hide an open battlefield
A lie!
Pick his enemies off at long range and not be seen. That's all I need to know, Bricker. All I need to know.
No, you're crazy. You're just guessing. Well, all right, suppose he is. You won't find him. You won't stop him, Shadow.
Shut up, Bricker!
Throw him out of here.
Pipe down.
You pipe down!
What's eating you, you bum?
Say, what's the matter with you? Who do you think you're talking to?
It's the Shadow. He's here in the prison.
Well, don't let that worry you, Bricker. There's plenty of shadows where you're going. Come on. The deputies are waiting and you're headed for the last mile.
Quiet street noises are heard as we are transported back to the front of the courthouse.
Now look, Mr. Hansen, every one of you every one of you jurors is in danger. You shouldn't be here in the street. This death threat may seem like a lot of hooey to you, but I've been assigned to guard you. And if anything happens, they'll send me back to pounding a beat. Well, I'm sorry, Inspector, but I've got my business to attend to. I can't hide in my office. Hansen! Hansen, what's the matter, man? That man! Look at him! He's fallen down!
Say, what's the matter with that man? What's going on there? Get back, I say. Everybody, who are you?
Krage, homicide squad. Man's been shot.
Are you crazy? I didn't hear no shot.
Neither did I, but just the same, he's got a bullet right between the eyes. Looks like Joe Bricker's keeping his word.
Lamont, can't you do something? Can't you find Danny Bricker?
No, Margo. He got away. He hasn't been near his mother's home since his brother, Joe, went to the death house.
Extra, get your extra, yeah. Bricker shut down. Extra paper.
I've got to find Danny Bricker. He's somewhere. Hiding somewhere, waiting to strike. I've got to find him.
Good morning, Mr. Ohara. I'd like some oranges and some apples.
Mrs. Adams, what are you doing out in the street? I thought the police and detectives watching every one of your jurors that was on the Bricker case.
Oh, they've got a detective staying at my house, but I had to have some things for dinner and I slipped out.
Mother, can I have some candy?
Oh, yes, dear. Of course you can. You just...
Mother, what's the matter?
What have you done to me?
Sam!
Huh?
Quick, call the police! Get a doctor! Mrs. Adams has been shot!
I'm afraid she's dead.
Yes, the killer has struck again!
Mother!
Judge Wilson? Judge Wilson? Don't you think it'd be, well, safer with a killer still at large if you had those window curtains shut?
No, that's not necessary. This apartment is on the 20th floor.
Yeah, I know, Your Honor, but just the same, I really think... I'll answer it, sir.
Wait a minute,
Thank
let's
you.
back that up. Back that up to Judge Wilson.
Okay.
So hold on, let me get to the right spot. Hold on, let me find this phone. It was right here. Oh, duh. Okay. Let me know when y'all are ready and give me 5 seconds after I stop talking, okay?
Judge Wilson?
Yes, Harvey.
Judge, don't you think it'd be, well, safer with a killer still at large if you had those window curtains shut?
No, that's not necessary. This apartment is on the 20th floor.
Yeah, I know, Your Honor, but just the same. I'll answer it, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, hello? Yes, Judge Wilson's right here, Your Excellency. The governor's on the wire, sir. Here you are.
Hello? Governor? Yes, of course you won't commute to Judge. Sorry. Hello? Yes, Governor. Yes, of course you couldn't commute Joe Brecker's sentence. If you did that thing like that, even to save the rest of the jury, there'd be no more law and order. Look, Governor, don't you think it would be wise for you to cancel your engagement to ride in the parade tomorrow? You'll be in an open car, a perfect target. Oh!
Judge! Judge Wilson! Governor! Judge Wilson's just been shot! He's dead!
The Shadow will continue with his adventure in just a moment. In the meantime, here is a message of historical importance. The original commercial in 1938 was for blue coal, which was mined by the Alden Coal Company in Luzerne County, Pennsylvania. In 1928, Glen Alden merged with the Huber Breaker Company to mine coal. It's just a mere 4 hours from the DC area, where an 11-story steel and glass building sitting on 8 acres of land was instrumental in mining materials to heat the homes of many after the war. The building sat on the Preservation Society until 2014, when it lost its bid to save the landmark, and it was demolished the same year. In 2016, a new bid was won from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for the development of Miners Memorial Park in Ashley, Pennsylvania. Now, back to the Shadow, Silent Avenger.
Good work, Margo.
Hello, Lamont.
It didn't take you long to get here. Let me help you out of the car.
I was waiting for your call, Lamont. As a matter of fact, I've been waiting for days. Where have you been? What have you been doing?
The same thing the entire police force in this city has been doing, Margo, chasing a will-o'-the-wisp.
Are you sure it's Joe Bricker's brother, Danny?
Yes, I haven't any doubt of it. But the police can't find him, and I haven't a single clue to go on.
What do you know about him?
I looked up his record. He was shell-shocked during the war in France. He's an expert marksman, a sniper. Society trained him to kill men. It told him they were enemies, that he should kill them off. Now the shell-shocked mind is remembering what society taught him to kill.
Yes.
And another thing. For people who have been through that experience, life is cheap.
Yes, but these poor people he shot and killed, the jurors and the judge, they were only doing their duty. They're innocent.
Yes, individually they're innocent, Margo. Individually we're all innocent and yet all guilty. Because this Danny, Joe Bricker's brother, is a product of our own folly. Teaching men to kill in time of war, yet expecting them to respect life in time of peace.
Lamont, why did you want me to meet you here?
I want you to do something for me, Margo. I want you to go into that brownstone house over there. Joe Bricker's mother lives in the basement.
Yes.
Joe is scheduled to die at 5 o'clock exactly. 10 minutes from now.
All right, Lamont. I'll do it. Where will you be?
I'll be with you, Margo, as the Shadow. I have a feeling that Danny may come to his mother tonight, either just before or just after his brother dies. Hurry. We have less than 10 minutes. Here's the house. I'll ring the bell.
Lamont, what should I tell her? That I'm a reporter?
Yes, but don't try to make her answer questions.
There's someone coming.
Yes? What do you want?
Mrs. Bricker, I'd like to speak to you. May I come in?
I don't care. You can come in if you want to. It doesn't matter. Nothing matters anymore. Nothing will ever matter again.
I know you've been through a terrible ordeal these past days, Mrs. Bricker.
How could you know what I've been through? How could anyone know? My one son, a murderer, the other one. Oh, goodness only knows what or where.
I'm very sorry. If there's anything I can do.
In 3 minutes, they'll be killing my son, Joe. There's nothing anyone can do. It's his brother, Daniel. I'm so worried about him. Why doesn't he come home? Why doesn't he come home?
Ma!
Oh, Danny!
Oh, yeah, I came. Joe said I shouldn't, but I had to come. I knew you'd want me home.
Danny, where have you been? What's Joe been making you do?
Oh, I just been doing what Joe told me to do, Ma. Who's that girl there? What's she doing here?
Why, she's just a friend, Danny. Just a friend. Come just sit with me.
She won't tell nobody I've been here, will she?
No, Danny, she won't tell anyone.
Ma, they're gonna kill Joe in a few minutes.
Yes?
5 o'clock. But then I gotta go out and do one more thing for Joe. Look, it's almost time.
No, Danny, no, you can't. I won't let you.
Let go of me, Ma!
No!
Let go of me! I gotta do what Joe told me. I gotta keep my word to Joe.
No, Danny, listen to me. I know who's been killing those people, shooting them. Oh, you've got to give yourself up, Danny. They won't hurt you. They didn't know. You didn't know what you were doing. 5 o'clock.
Time. It's time. 5 o'clock. Joe's dead. Now I gotta go back to the tower and do the last thing that Joe wanted me to do for him.
Danny, don't! You've done enough harm.
You keep out of this. Joe told me to do this, and I can't. I can still hear a voice telling me to do it.
Now you hear a voice telling you not to, Danny.
Voice? Oh, I know. You're the shadow.
Yes, Danny. For your own sake, for your mother's sake, Danny.
Oh, he told me what to do with you. He knew you'd find me. That's why I got this hand grenade.
Oh, Danny, don't!
I got my finger on the firing pin, and I'm gonna pull it out.
Stop, Danny, I'm warning you.
The voice came from there, in the corner. Joe just told me to throw the grenade. Goodbye, Shadow.
What's happened?
It's all right. I managed to pick up the grenade and throw it through the window to the court before it exploded.
Oh, thank heaven.
I don't mind saying that's the closest call the Shadows ever had.
Lamont? How long have you been here in your office? What happened? Were you able to trail Danny to his hiding place?
No, by the time I got to the street after that hand grenade episode, he disappeared.
Haven't you any idea where he went? Where that tower he mentioned might be?
No. I've been working on this enlarged map of the Midtown section, trying to find some tall building, some tower Danny Bricker could use to hide, to pick off the governor.
He said something about a tower. It must be somewhere along the line of the march of today's parade, Lamont.
Margo. That's the Wardman Tower.
But it isn't finished. They've stopped work on it. It's nothing but a steel frame.
Well, what could be a better place for a sharpshooter like Danny Bricker? There's no work going on there, just a watchman down on the street level. Margo, it's a long chance, but it may be the answer. Come on. We haven't a minute to lose.
My car's downstairs, Lamont. I'll drive you over there. Oh, but what if he isn't there? What if he's somewhere else waiting to strike?
In that case, Margo, I'm afraid we'll have a new governor of this state.
Oh, just a couple minutes now. Just a couple of minutes and the governor's car will come along. And I'll do the last thing you asked me to do for you, Joe. Wind velocity 0. Range 300 yards. He'll die quick, Joe. Yeah, like you died. Yeah. The governor's coming, Joe. That's his automobile with all the flags on it. Yeah, that's him. That's him sitting in the back with all those fellas around him. But I can pick him out. I won't miss, Joe.
Danny Bricker, listen to me.
Who's that? Who said that? Who laughed like that?
Don't you recognize the shadow, Danny?
But Joe said, he said the hand grenade would fix you.
You see, Danny, your brother was wrong. Put down that rifle, Danny Bricker.
How did you find me way up here? How did you know I was hiding up here among the steel girders? Just like I used to hide in the trees in the war.
That doesn't matter, Danny Bricker. All that matters is you must not kill anyone anymore.
But I gotta. Just one more. Shadow, just one more. The governor down there in the car. I promise, Joe.
No, Danny. You will never keep that promise. Put down that rifle. Put it down, Danny. Lay it down on that steel girder and crawl. Crawl back to the catwalk.
All right. I'll put it down. Where are you, Shadow? I still got another grenade. Talk to me, Shadow. Say something so I can tell where you are.
Crawl back to the catwalk, Danny. Crawl back to the catwalk, I say.
No, I won't. You can't make me. Come here and get me if you want me, Shadow.
I don't want to have to do that, Danny.
Oh, don't you come near me, Shadow. Don't you touch me. If you do, I'll drop this hand grenade.
Danny!
I'll put down on all those people, and I'll kill dozens of them.
Danny, listen to me. Hold that hand grenade, Danny. Hold it tight, Danny Bricker. See your fingers tighten about it. Your mind obeys mine. Do you hear me, Danny? Danny, hold it. Don't throw that grenade.
Hold it. Hold it tight. Don't throw it.
Don't drop it, Danny. Don't drop it.
Don't drop it, Danny. Don't drop it, Danny. Don't drop it.
Yes, Commissioner Weston, a high-powered rifle fell into the street right there in front of the governor's car.
I'm glad no one was hurt.
This is the 30th floor. This is where the bomb went off, blew the guy to pieces.
Good heavens, he must have had a time bomb that went off too quick. Any idea who it was?
Yep, they found an identification card on some newspaper clipping in his pocket. And what was left of him, it was Danny Bricker, Joe Bricker's brother.
Well, I guess that's that. I don't guess we'll ever know what really happened. Anyway, there's one consolation. Looks as though the shadow fell down on this case just as badly as we did.
Not quite, Commissioner Weston.
Oh, so you got here in time to take credit for this, eh, Shadow?
There is no credit, no glory in the death of Danny Bricker, Commissioner Weston. He was a victim, a human instrument of destruction, fashioned by mankind that teaches men to kill their enemies in time of war, yet expects them to forget their murderous art in time of peace. Danny Bricker was an enemy of society, a killer, but only because you and I and countless thousands made him one. No, Commissioner, there is no glory in this for you or the Shadow or for any man.
You have just heard a dramatized version of one of the original Shadow episodes. All the characters and all the places named are fictitious. Any similarities to persons living or dead is purely coincidental.
As you sow evil, so shall you reap evil. Crime does not pay. The shadow knows.
Next month, same time, same YouTube station, Greenbelt Arts Center will present another show of laughs, suspense, or crime from the vault of old-time radio. This has been a Greenbelt Arts Center old-time radio broadcast. Your cast is Jill Goodrich, announcer, Mrs. Adams, prisoner number 2 and woman trial spectator. Josh Mooney, the Shadow. Erin Klarner, Margo Lane, Stuart Fischer, Danny, Bricker, prisoner number 1 and Mr. Ohara. Kris Northrup, Joe Bricker. Leslie Kay, prison guard, news vendor, Sam and man number 1. Lauren Tobiason, street woman, Commissioner Weston, Mrs. Bricker. Jacklyn Todman, Policeman, Judge Wilson. Cate Krage, man number 2, Inspector Krage, Mr. Hansen, Harvey. Priyah Goff, Bailiff, prisoner number 3, and child.